right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today, primary of which, the Mexico Pro just ended. It's about 11 o'clock Eastern time. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been looking for pictures and videos or live stream of this show. They have been very few and far between, even after prejudging, which ended at about 7 p.m. Eastern time. There was like no good quality pictures or videos at all. It was like all iPhone footage, very pixelated, very low res. There was no live stream for this show. That's why it almost seems like up until the past couple hours, it seems like this show wasn't even happening because nobody was posting anything from this show. It was hard to tell that there was even a show going on. And I was a little bit confused with the schedule because it started at 10 a.m. their time. So they're 2 hours behind. Prejudging started at 10 a.m. their time, and it would have went until about 5 p.m. their time. So it was like 9 hours of prejudging, and they had every division at this show. That's why it took so long. Then the finals took a couple hours. So let's go ahead and get to the results here. So the winner, I think, was not really a surprise to me. Tonio Burton, even from the low-quality footage that I saw of prejudging, he really stood out, even in the low-quality footage where you couldn't really see a whole lot of detail. It wasn't very close up. It was kind of zoomed out. And by the way, some of the footage that you're going to be looking at in this video are going to be from Regan Grimes. It's going to be from the photographer of the show, Mr. Fit Photographer, and from the promoter, Patricia Pavon. So Tonio Burton picks up the win. Regan Grimes ends up in second here. Sean Clarita in third. Hassan Mustafa in fourth place. And Tim Budesheim in fifth. So I think the issue here with 2 and 3 is both Regan and Sean Clarita, particularly Sean. Sean did not look the same as he looked at the 212 Olympia. He looked a little bit off condition-wise, and you could see that next to Tonio. Tonio is a much bigger guy, but his condition from the back, the glutes and hamstrings, the detail in his abs, even in the lower quality video, you can see that Tonio is bringing a higher level of condition than Sean, and that's Sean's strong suit. Now, with Regan, one of the reasons why I say I was surprised to see Regan take second is I saw this video. This is from the official photographer of the show, Mr. Fit Photographer, this close-up HD video of Regan. And I felt like his midsection looked pretty off in this video. Not to say that it's distended or anything, but it just looked kind of cloudy, watery, not a lot of definition in the abs. And he looked a little bit off here. I don't know if it was a lighting thing, because I felt like the lighting did the same thing to Sean Clarita. It kind of washed him out a little bit. But looking at Regan here, particularly the midsection stood out to me as just looking a little bit off. The glutes and hamstrings, the hamstrings were in. The glutes didn't look as in, but he looked pretty good from the back. Other than that, you could see a little bit of water in that like really lower glute area, but the hamstrings looked pretty dialed in the video of Regan. I was surprised to see him ahead of Sean Clarita here, though, because Regan at the Olympia was 14th place. Meanwhile, Sean was second, and people were making a case for him even beating Keon. So I was surprised to see this because Regan didn't look super on to me, especially from the front. But then if you go over and look at the HD video of Sean Clarita, and this is part of why I didn't make a prejudging video, because the only good videos that we got after prejudging were just of the individuals. I still haven't seen a fully HD shot of the callouts from either prejudging or finals. And if I do before I finish recording this video, I'll put them in. But you can see Sean looks like he's a little bit softer. He still looks crazy here. I mean, I think he tried to come in fuller because it is an open show. But again, I don't think this was his sharpest look. I don't think this was nearly as good as he looked at the Olympia. I was surprised to see him in third, though. I had him over Regan here. But I don't disagree at all with Tonio winning. I thought that was pretty clear, like I said, even from the low-resolution pictures and stuff. And I got to say, like, I was surprised that there was not only no stream, there weren't a lot of pictures, there weren't a lot of videos coming out. And I feel like a lot of people kind of, they were upset about the stream yesterday for the British Grand Prix, because it was definitely just an iPhone set on a tripod, and it wasn't moving at all. It wasn't zooming out. There was like cameras in the shot blocking you from seeing the competitors. But I feel like even that is better than having no stream at all in 2025. Because I feel like from some of the pictures and videos that I've seen so far, the production value of the show itself, like the stage, the venue, it looked like there was an expo. It looked like they put a good amount of production value into the actual show. So I was kind of surprised to see that there wasn't really a whole lot of photos and videos. Again, shout out to the official photographer, Mr. Fit Photographer. He was like the main guy posting HD stuff, but I feel like you don't want the coverage of your show to be like all these blurry pictures and videos and iPhone stuff. And I just feel like even if they did do an iPhone, I guess it's kind of lose-lose. Like if they did an iPhone live stream, I guess people would probably still complain either way. People would bitch about the quality, or they'd bitch about the angle or whatever. But I think anything, it would be better than no live stream at all, so people could at least watch along and see what's going on. Because all day, after prejudging, I had seen like one blurry video for like the entire 9-hour thing. I had seen one blurry video of Men's Open, and that was like all that I saw of the whole day. And I thought Tonio was going to win, but that's why I didn't bother making that prejudging video, because there was really nothing solid to go on and really nothing to make a video about. And I know that it's expensive to like get an actual live stream together with having a team and the hosting and an actual camera crew, but I feel like at the bare minimum, just putting that iPhone on a tripod and hitting stream live to YouTube, it doesn't cost you anything, and I feel like people would have appreciated that just over nothing at all. Because all day, I've barely known what's going on with this show, just whatever I've seen on Instagram, which has been very few and far between. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this decision. Again, that's Tonio Burton in first, Regan Grimes in second, and Sean Clarita in third place. Now, the other big story of the day, you had that show in Brazil, the Olympia Amateur that was going on, the Olympia Brazil for Classic Physique. I guess, I don't know if they call it the Brazil Pro or what, but Terrence Ruffin, of course, wound up winning that show. He's also going to go on to compete in Prague next weekend. And Terrence looked amazing here. As always, his posing routine was phenomenal. He was in good condition. I think he was the very crystal clear winner, in my opinion, of this show. And I feel like Terrence, this is, again, one of the things that I like so much about him is that he's not afraid to compete. I love the fact that right after the Olympia, he's doing 2 shows back-to-back. I feel like there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't have been too happy with his third place placing and would have just went back to the drawing board, because that was enough to qualify him for next year's Olympia. But instead, he's competing in back-to-back shows and just he's doing the pro bodybuilder thing. He's actively competing, racking up that prize money, and realistically, he's going to go into Prague too and end up winning the Prague show and add that prize money on top of it. I like the pro bodybuilders that do this and don't just earn their money from sponsorships and whatever. He's actually earning a pretty good living by doing these 3 shows, the Olympia, the Brazil, and the Prague. He's earning a pretty good living just off the prize money of those 3 shows. And I know that's hard to do in bodybuilding, and to Terrence's credit, it's even harder to do in Classic Physique, because even though you have these bodybuilding shows that are like 10 grand, and those are on the low end of an open bodybuilding show, Classic Physique is even lower than that. It's even harder to make a living from prize money in Classic Physique by just doing shows. So again, credit to Terrence. It's not like Terrence is winning like 50 grand at these shows. So all respect to Terrence. He's giving the fans what they want, and we're going to see him again next week. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification icon if you have not already. And as always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at Nick Strength Power. My Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power. My secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.